Ladies and gentlemen, for the 977th time it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called El Juperino.
What up, bitches?
As well as that man called the Black Manatee.
Yeah.
Me, I am El Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
You know, just chilling, living the dream, Michael.
Football season has officially begun now, ladies and gentlemen. So, for the next, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, something like that, till like January,
And
February.
you're going to hear this man right here
Sighing.
to my left.
Sporadically throughout the show, sighing and getting upset about a loss of $2.72 that would have netted him $87 had
Get ready.
X-player done Y yards.
All the betting apps are about to be hitting.
He's gonna be saying things like, "Man, if Plexico Burris could have caught for 23 yards this game, I would have made $97 today.
Yeah, I just
Plexico Burris needed 3 more yards, and I'd have made $97.
And then some motherfucker had to get hurt.
I lost $97 on a $3 bet."
Yeah, that fucker, Pacheco, whatever the fuck, the running back for the Chiefs, I think Pacheco, whatever the fuck, I needed him to get 10 yards first quarter. He got 5 the other day. I'm like, come on, bro. It's 15 feet, man. You can't run 30 feet, bro. Come on.
That's literally exactly what I was talking about.
Put me in the game, coach.
You're literally doing exactly what I said you were going to do.
Put me in the game, coach. I think I can get 2 yards.
2 yards now. See,
So, well, you just
years ago, we used to think he could get at least 10, 15.
yeah, with his stride.
On one play?
Now, back in the day, dude, when we started this podcast,
Yeah.
your confidence in your own abilities to go out and play football were higher than they are now.
Yeah.
You said you think he could get 2 yards.
I can get probably 2 yards, man.
Man, you used to talk about how
Hey,
you wouldn't drop the ball.
Yeah, and
then
your
you would make
stride,
people miss.
they would be
and
able to
if
get
they
you
drop
your
the ball,
stride.
if they drop the ball while you're coaching, they're going to be paying a fine.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a fine, yeah. Push-ups. Something.
Yeah, some coach did it the other day. They won in overtime, and then he made, I think it was Syracuse, college football team.
The college joint?
Yeah, he made him run 20-yard suicide.
Hell yeah, my girl. See, that's what I'm saying.
After they won in overtime, he's like, get out there in your full-on pads,
After they won.
run back and forth after this win
I mean,
in
if they'd have
overtime.
lost, what the hell would they have done?
Psh,
They'd still be running probably.
hot poker, you never can tell.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, he's a college coach talking about building character, so he's doing big things.
Yep. If y'all want to win, you win. We shouldn't be in overtime.
That's right. You're in trouble just for overtime.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be here.
Just for the fact we got this far into this game.
Man, fucking ready for this upcoming week to be over with.
You're already ready for it to be over. Because you're going to be
I'm
away
leaving.
for a little
Yeah,
while.
Yeah. Flying out.
We're going to be sans Big Mike for a couple of weeks. He's going to be actually doing big manatee things.
Yeah.
Out there, black manatee things in the water.
Sure enough.
Him and his wife are going to get out there and float around in the Caribbean somewhere, or the
Yeah.
Mediterranean, or whatever the fuck place it may or may not be.
Sure enough is.
That's right.
But, hey, have y'all been seeing these fucking
Is that one plane ride? Or is that 2 planes? Is that a layover?
going down is one. Coming back, I
You gotta
think we
hit forward or something?
stop in Miami. And then
Are you going to hang out in Miami, or you're just going to transition in the airport?
depending on what time the layover is, because I guess when Kid and them went down last year, they ended up having to stay in Miami because like the flight got delayed or some shit. So it all depends on what happens when we get there. But if we gotta stay in Miami, it ain't no big deal.
What's the weather like down there next 14 days?
Nice as fuck.
Hurricanes?
The who? Nah. I had to think for a second what you meant. I got you.
Yeah, Japanese Hurricane Ranas.
I got it. I knew what he was saying.
Yeah, you don't want them Hurricane Ranas running up on you.
But
Hurricanes for the uninitiated.
Let's look it up.
Big Mike's going to be down in the Caribbean.
Is that Caribbean? Is that North America? Is that South America? What is it actually?
I think it qualifies as North America.
Let's see. It says that Monday, a little bit of rain. They had a little bit of rain Sunday and Monday, but it ain't shit.
So what's the itinerary other than floating in the water with snorkels?
We got
Next to
this,
the boat,
we got this,
like a black man.
We got this volcano jungle tour and a Jeep, to take us through the jungle.
So you're gonna strap you into a Jeep and drive it up and down hills sideways.
Yeah, all kinds of shit. Then we go do this mud bath thing in the volcano, the sulfuric shit, whatever.
So you're gonna sit in the mud of the volcano?
Yeah, I guess.
Florida?
Florida?
Can't be right, huh?
No, Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida.
No, it's not Florida. It's the island.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't want to put it all out there.
Yeah, we don't want to put a specific
where
island.
it is, but I know it ain't Spain.
Yeah, he's technically not going to be in the Mediterranean. We let that cat out of the bag at
Yeah,
this
so
point.
we got the volcano joint, right, and then we got chocolate and rum tour. So we're gonna go to the rum distillery. You know what I mean?
So are you going to eat chocolate and drink rum?
Drink
Is that how
rum
that
first.
works?
You drink rum first, and then you go to the chocolate because you make your own chocolate. You get to make your own chocolate bar. And shit, it says.
So are you like, I'm going to throw bits of mint and chocolate chips in this, or
I don't
almonds,
know,
or
whatever the fuck they got down there.
coconut
They
shavings,
basically show you how to make the chocolate.
a swirl of caramel?
Make your own bar. They say you make your own bar, you can send back. I'm like, bet. Yeah,
To send back to your house, so you don't get to take it with you?
I don't know. I gotta see what it is, but it just says you can make your own bar to take back. So I'm like, all right, do I take it back with me, or can I send it home?
Yes.
Or somewhere.
Can you infuse it, is really the question.
Bro.
Probably could, but not at that facility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then let's see what else we got. We got the seafood catamaran snorkel joint. So we get like a dinner on this catamaran, a seafood dinner on the catamaran and snorkeling, all that shit together. We got the couples massage, the couples dinner, and the photo shoot and all this shit. So yeah, we got a lot of shit going on. Then we got a couple days in there where we just ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? Just exploring fucking all the resorts.
So you're going to wander
everything.
around the island and such.
Yeah, because fucking apparently, because it's one of them real name brand resorts that we can go to the other resort with the same name. There's like 3 of them on this motherfucking island, and we can go through all 3 of them and do whatever's at each resort.
And they've got sort of like amusement park type stuff set up there. Casino meets King's Dominion.
I'm not sure, but they got shit that
At
we
the
can fucking
beach.
do. They got different restaurants you can go to.
That's the casino right near the beach.
So
I'd imagine that's what you'll see. I'm
because
curious
my
to hear.
sister was like, oh man, what'd she say? Something about, yeah, you can do all this, all that. I was like, she goes, what if it rains? I said, I don't give a fuck if it rains or not. It's not gonna hurt me none. You know what I mean? I'm not doing shit. I'm relaxing. I got my wife.
Well, it's not like you're out there trying to catch waves on the beach.
Exactly. You know what I'm
and you're
saying?
gonna be like, oh man, the rain came and really fucked up my ability to be wet in the water.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got a whole fucking resort to fuck with. Okay, now, oh my gosh, that's so bad it rained that I gotta do something here on the resort or not nothing and still have my drinks and shit. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm not bad at it.
You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. So
Big Mike gonna be all right.
I'm looking forward to it, man. It's well needed. You know what I'm saying? A good reset to come back and do shit to make up for the dumb shit from last year. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, there's been a lot of dumb shit. And you were telling me about dumb shit before the show. I'm loving all the dumb
here's
shit.
the thing, because matter of fact,
It's an amazing
that
amount of
was
dumb
a
shit.
note from last week. What was the note that I put
Amazing.
down?
I don't know, Mike. What you got?
Oh, see, getting close again.
You ain't got no money.
See,
on
you know what's funny? The Jew unit literally cashed out on a bet and is still watching as if the bet was inactive. It was as if the bet was still active
Well, I got
right
money
now.
on this game. It don't look like
It was the other game he cashed out on because he was like, oh, it looks like it's not going
He
nowhere.
cashed out and then they
on him.
scored right after he
Yeah,
cashed
it scored.
out.
It was 10-6, so my cash out would have probably been $3 more. But now it's 10-9, so my cash out probably would have been a little less. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, I needed to get back
You gotta
in.
let
I
the
needed
bet
to get
ride.
a win.
When you place a
I don't
bet,
like
it's
risking
gotta-
it. I don't
you
like
gotta
always
do it.
risking it for the biscuit.
You
I did that
gotta-
earlier. They ain't pay off. Sometimes I bet twice, right? So I can cash out one and I can let the one ride, risk it on the biscuit.
See, you gotta do this like you do a roulette. Once that bet is placed, it is placed.
Oh, I got some shit for roulette. I've been watching some video. I need to get up to the table, bro, because I've been watching a lot of 96 percentiles up in that ass. So I got to hit it. And they say if you hit.
I probably see the same videos because I might have sent the motherfuckers.
I seen a lot of it. I watched about 9 of them motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, that's a play? Oh man, I'm tripping.
This motherfucker gonna go up there like Rain Man.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you know what's gonna be fucked up?
Man, I tried it on Grand Theft Auto.
God damn it, I did this.
So you played the way you learned on a YouTube video in Grand Theft Auto Roulette. That's what you're
just
saying.
To see what it was about, but they're fake because it's always red. Just to let y'all know, online Grand Theft Auto is usually always red. At least the first 2 rolls or spins, whatever they are. It's
So
always red.
motherfucker, look, see this what's gonna
It's like
happen.
the casino legitimacy in Grand Theft Auto 5 online is suspect.
Just in
He's
case
gonna
y'all
go
trying to
into the
gamble.
real joint and
It's
get up
always
there.
red the first 2.
Yeah, go in there at the beginning, throw
Red,
me
red,
on red,
and then start playing
Yeah.
like it's normal.
So look, he's gonna go up to the real casino and try this shit out, and then when it don't work, he gonna be pissed
He's
the
gonna
fuck
be mad
off.
at Rockstar.
No,
Video games.
he's gonna be mad at the
Man,
video.
I
I
don't remember
don't remember who it was on Facebook to be mad at or the gram, so I can't really
He gonna
be
be
mad
pissed
at
off, man. These fucking videos, man, the motherfuckers lying. Goddamn, this shit didn't work. I did exactly what they told me to do, man. They said do this, do this, do this. Guess what? I didn't get shit. So fuck all you Instagram motherfuckers.
I should have won like $9,000 by now, and here I am, $187 out.
Man.
I'm out $1.50.
I don't know the payouts though in roulette.
This motherfucker, I
it's
can
all
see
like
it.
what's 2 to 1, 3 to 1. I know I'm pretty sure the green is 3 to 1. But everything else, like the numbers itself and inside the numbers and outside the numbers, and no black and red, it's whatever your bet is or whatever, you know what I mean? So I guess that's 2 to 1.
This motherfucker.
And then even the odds the same way, but the rest of that shit.
All right, American wheels have 38 pockets numbering 1 through 36, a single 0 and a double 0. European wheels have 37 pockets,
Oh wow.
1 through 36 with a single 0. That's the one James Bond would be playing.
Yep.
Colors, both wheels, red and black. 0, double 0 is green. Winning on them with a color-based bet is not possible. Okay. Table layouts, groups from the wheel, players.
Yeah, but I wonder if that bet goes away. Like if you bet on numbers and they hit greens, do your number bets cancel or do they ride to the next one? I don't know
No,
about
you
that.
cancel out because if you bet on your number,
Yeah, they clear the whole thing.
it's just like craps.
Spin. Yeah.
So you lose all that, then.
Yeah.
That ain't good.
But
I haven't really seen hit him. I haven't seen it hit. Oh, the game's different now. I would have really lost my money. Green and I've never really seen the board hit on green. I don't think. Or
It's a rare
double
thing
green.
for it to happen.
In real
That's
life, I've
why-
probably only seen it maybe once or twice.
That's why
All
we
right,
can
all right,
bet
here we
on
go.
it.
Straight up, 35 to 1 is a single bet on a single number.
35 to 1.
35 to
Oh
1.
my God, bro!
Split,
Bitch,
split is 17 to 1 bet on 2 adjacent numbers by placing a chip on the line in between them. Street is to bet on a row of 3 numbers. Corner, and that's 11 to 1. Corner
yeah, that's 4 numbers.
is 4 numbers.
Yeah.
The median in a corner, that's 8 to 1.
Fuck. That's still.
6 line is a bet on 2 adjacent rows of numbers, and that's 5 to 1. Outside bets, red or black, depending on the landing of the pocket chosen, that's 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Those odds. Odd or even is also 1 to 1. High or low, bet on winning number being between 1 and 18 or high 19 through 36 on half the numbers. That's also 1 to 1. Dozen is 2 to 1. A bet on one group of.
Yeah, you can bet on
1 3 groups.
Yes, you can bet on the
12.
first set, the middle set, or the last set.
Right, 1 through 12,
Yeah.
13 through 24,
Yeah.
25 through 36. Column bet, a bet on a line of 3 vertical columns, 12 numbers in the layout, that's 2 to 1. So, your best return is just, I bet 35, it hits on
The
35.
best is the corners.
Well,
You play the corners, you play the
your
whole
best
board.
return is straight up single number. You want corners
Yeah, you're straight up
8 to
single
1.
number, but you can play the whole board and even out. But yeah, you bet fucking 35 to 1 on a straight number. God damn, yeah, that's pay to man.
Yeah, Don.
But you're looking at that's a real gamble because
Well, you
that
can put
ball
your
is already spinning on the wheel that's spinning.
And that's feeling it.
yeah, but your
I'm
one
going
bet
with
can
17.
get like your $10 can get spread out.
Yeah, you can
So
spread
like,
it
you
out.
can put
yeah.
that dollar on that
Well,
bitch
you
or
could
whatever.
put a single dollar. You could
On
take
that
10 and
and
put
the rest-
a
yeah.
single on the 10 singles, and if one of them hits, you're gonna hit
Yeah.
$35 back. So that's pretty good money, but it's also, man, it's terrible odds.
Yeah, terrible.
that it's
Well,
gonna
usually it's 15. 15 or 25 is
None
usually
of it's
minimum.
none of it's good odds. The only thing to me that would be good would be learning how to, count the numbers in craps like they were doing on the wire. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That
Craps is best for me is the field, playing the field.
You got to know your odds or
You
whatever.
only
That's
got
all
3
it
out of 9. Because 7 or 11 loses, or 7,
Either wins it
11,
or lose it,
5,
depending on what you're doing.
6, and 8. So 5. So 5 out of 12. So 7. You hit 7 numbers and win your money. Well, only 5 of them lose. That's what I'll usually play on. Unless guy's hot, just throwing dice after dice after dice, and I'll put money on him. But I usually don't trust nobody until they start throwing. Because you get some of them old cats, they'll go out there, they'll run 6, 7 times, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Slamming 7s and shit, then crapping out, knowing they're going to crap out real quick, and then keep
'cause
playing and
the
shit.
dice
Like,
talk to you,
yeah.
bro. They do.
Yeah, they be
I
handing
used
out
to do
dice.
that shit, man. I used
Yeah.
to fucking,
They
man.
hand on
They
the
get, you get
dice.
some old cats in their hand at a dice,
Bruh, yo.
throwing it.
Man, my dad was the one that taught me how to shoot, man. Fucking, me and my homie, we went to Richmond one time, man. I shit you not. We went to Richmond, and we used to shoot dice. I mean, it'd be a nightly thing at work. We'd be in the back in the battery room, fucking shooting dice. Fucking, we go to Richmond, and me and my mans, we shooting dice. This motherfucker comes into the apartment. I shit you not. This motherfucker goes, yeah, he comes in with a bottle of Paul Masson. Fucking fake ass grill. I said, oh man, this is one of these Buster cats, right? This motherfucker was like, yeah, I see y'all throwing them things, man. I'm trying to get in on it. I'm like, bruh, I don't know if you want to play with us, you know what I mean? Because, right now, we betting friendlies. We just $1 bets here and there, you know what I mean? We betting friendlies. And dude was like, nah, man, I got this. I'm going to bust y'all's ass, man. I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. What's your name? This motherfucker goes,
My name is Johnny Cleavage. What's happening?
no, this motherfucker goes, my name is Dat Nigga. I said, I said, run that back. I said, what'd you say your name was? He goes, I'm Dat Nigga. I said, okay. He goes, yeah, because if anything ever go down, people like, who did it? You just say, Dat Nigga. And they ain't never gonna know. And I was like, all right, fair enough. What's up? You want to throw down on this game? Let's throw down on the game. Now, my homie already knows I'm nasty with the dice, right? So he's like, man, fuck it. Let's go ahead and play. Let's just run this motherfucker, see what he got. So we start doing the friendlies, man, and I'm busting this motherfucker's hands. I'm killing him with it, right? He's a man, now fuck that. Y'all want to talk some real shit. Let's go real money. Okay, what you talking about? He said, I got 20s. Motherfucker, I already got most of your money. Alright, that's no problem. You want to try to win this back? I got 20s on me. See if you get some of your money back. Man, I made that nigga broke, yo. He was mad as fuck when he looked. Man, y'all motherfuckers, man. Yeah, I got them wrong ass dice.
They should never gave y'all money.
Y'all motherfuckers, man. That's alright. That nigga gonna be alright. I'm like, alright, cool, bro. I'll at you, man. Fuck, I was good as shit, man.
So really, that one, you got him.
I busted his ass, cause man, dice talk to you. If you know what to listen for and know how they feel, bro, you can call your number when you
That's
talk.
why the Jew had him. He'd be like, hey, he talks back to him.
But see,
and he throws
at
the
the
dice.
casino, yeah, cause that's what you do, man. I'm telling you something with it. But see, up at the casino, they don't let you shake them, do they?
They don't let you pull them up out the
Yeah,
table.
that's the thing.
You can't raise above the...
Oh, so that's why you got to at them. You
'cause
got to
can't
like
bring them up above
project.
the
See, that's my
lip.
thing.
Hey,
I'm shaking these, I can feel them in my hand, cause when I pick them up, I know what they're gonna do. Boom. You know what I mean?
But if they won't let you pick them up, you can't feel it
I
like
can't
that.
feel it like that. That's just picking and tossing. Cause they toss them. You got to do like this, don't you?
You can throw an arrow. You just can't bring the dice above
the
lip.
table.
Above the table, yeah.
See, now
So you can shake them down low.
Yeah, you can shake them down
and
low.
then throw them.
I've seen people do that. They'll do like this with them and then grab and throw it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've seen
Boys
some
in
people
there flipping
shake
out.
shit around and do all that.
it's how you pick it up because how the fucking
16 and mad.
how the dice are brought to you. Like, so when this is what I've learned and work with me. Like, if the dice land on say 7. How you pick that motherfucker up and then how you toss that bitch, you know what's coming out. You can almost call that shit.
Like it helps you because you see it when you pick it up,
When
so
you
you
see
have
it,
an idea.
you know, yeah.
Because I'm looking at the rules now. The dice are offered to players in a clockwise direction around the table. Shooters select a pair of dice and toss them past the stick to the other end of the game.
Yeah, the guy, the
other
guy's
end of the
got
table.
the person got the stick.
Yeah,
the
he
dealer
gets him
guy,
in, yeah.
so he ain't touching them. Because no one's allowed to touch a dice.
An effort must be made to bounce both dice off the wall at the end of the table. A player must bet on either the pass or the don't pass line to be eligible to shoot. Pass line on the come out roll 7 or 11 wins. 2, 3, or 12 craps loses. Any other numbers will be the point.
Yep.
To win, the point must be repeated before 7
7
rolls.
or 11 hits, yep.
If the 7 rolls before the point, the pass line loses, and the dice are offered to the next shooter.
Well,
Yep.
casino is 7. They don't
do the
you don't
11,
crap out
it's
on
just
11,
7?
pretty sure.
Okay.
Well, that's the
It's a
don't
7.
pass line. We'll get there. A pass line wager is a contract bet. It cannot be reduced or removed once the point is established until it wins. Don't pass line. The opposite of the pass line on the come out roll 7 or 11 loses. 2 or 3 wins, and 12 is a push. Any other number becomes the point. If a 7 rolls before the point, the don't pass wins. If the point is repeated prior to a 7, the wager loses. Don't pass wagers, once the point is established, may be reduced or removed, but may not be placed or increased. Shooters will continue to roll until their turn is over. Bets are paid out, and the next shooter will roll.
And see, the other thing I don't like about casinos, because when you roll on like a floor or hardwood, concrete, it doesn't have the same bounce as it does at a casino because they got that felt.
They got that felt, yeah. Bounce.
That
want it to
felt
be
bounce
bouncy,
it.
so that you
don't
can't
want it.
feel the dice.
So you can't tell what the roll's gonna be because that extra bounce with it fucks it up.
Yeah.
So that throws you way off for calling that shit.
Yeah, so
that's what fucks you up. When you got hard surface, you can definitely call your shot. But them motherfucking felt joints, shit. You looking at a bounce, it bounce off the wall, it does this little fucking roll. And
What if you made the wall? What if you made the whole thing out of wood, and you had like,
Oh, then you can probably call your shit.
but you have angled up on the whole wall. Like you got to hit the wall, but the wall has little tiny angled dimples all the way across it.
Now, you
know what I'm
can
saying?
call your shit as long as it's a hard surface that it's landing on, like Monopoly and shit like that. You can call the dice in
You know
Monopoly.
when you roll in Monopoly what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Get this dude right here.
Bro, dice was my shit, man. I love that because I used to beat the shit out of motherfuckers in dice, man. I used to rack up on money with these motherfuckers. It was a good time. Good time.
Blackjack, no dope deals, no
Cause man, my dad, I remember my dad had this fucking jewelry box, right? Had all his fucking rings and watches and shit in it. But he had a fucking side joint, had all these dice in it. I'm like, yo, Pops, what you got all these dice for? He was like, let me show you. Alright, cool. He showed me shooting dice. He showed me how to shoot dice. I'm like, bet. Then my uncles, they showed me how to shoot dice. I'm like, alright, cool. Then when I got to fucking working with these cats I work with, they're like, yo, man, we used to bet on all kinds of shit. We used to gamble like a motherfucker, man. We used to play poker, fucking darts, dice. I mean, whatever you could bet on, we was betting on this shit every Tuesday night.
See, you got your degenerate stage out of your system, and the Jew is just getting fired up. with
Because
his
while I
online
was in my
shit.
degenerate stage, he was married. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was a married individual.
It's funny how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
This motherfucker was trying to get his life together and make something for his kid. I was like, I can dig it, bro, but I was out here fucking doing my thing. I was like, shit, I'm 20 some odd years old. I
Yeah, he
ain't
was
got
out
no girl.
playing dice and poker and
Getting
shit.
fucked up.
Sitting in dark, smoky rooms and shit.
Getting fucked up. And then turn around and go back into work the next day, the same day. Like, and betting at work.
Yeah, that's not a kind of
Like,
life
man, when I
I've
used
ever
to,
had an interest in.
when I used to bet with the fucking Laotian cats at work on the football shit, man, that shit was fun as fuck. Cause they had their own bookie come in. Their bookie was allowed to come in, give us all the money and shit. It was cool as shit, man, back in the day. It was crazy because I never seen shit like this.
And this was where? Where were you working?
No, I can say it, U.S. Foods. Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, we was at the foods, man. Fucking the Laotian dudes, man. You go in the fish roll, they be like, hey, yo, back dog, back dog. Hello. That's what you do when it's time to bet. They had this crap game called Seafood Dice. It was fucking, you had six dice? Yeah, it was 6 dice, and you had like a shrimp, a crab, shrimp, crab, octopus, shark, starfish, and something else on these dice.
So the dice had characters on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they had this mat that had all the characters on this mat, right? You fucking, it was like you put the dice in the cup, you shake it, drop the cup down. Then you would bet on what dice the character the dice had on them, and you push the bet on the fucking sheet. You know what I mean? So you had.
So wait, there were 6 dice, and each die had the same characters on them, and there were different characters in each position.
Yeah.
So you would say there's going to be 3 elephants and 2 giraffes.
Yeah, shit like that. Yep.
Okay.
And that's how you would bet, man. We played that fuck out of that game. They had us addicted to that shit, bro.
Dude, yeah, that's madness, man.
We was
Mind control.
like how he is with betting. That's how we were.
Yeah,
all.
dog, it's mind control.
We
So,
was
yeah,
in
I'm watching him. He's just.
We was in this motherfucker. We playing this shit when we're supposed to be working. They supposed to be cutting up fish and dolphins and shit.
Quintessential example of what they talk about in some of like the podcasts and shit that I listen to, where they're like, yeah, the gambling thing they're doing what's called a parlay bet.
Yeah.
Where they've got 7 different outcomes that all have to happen in order to get the money
make
to
it
win.
work. Yeah.
But they only have to bet a small amount. So there's lots of people doing these multi-leg parlays where they bet $2 in hopes of winning 37.
That's how.
And they lose every time because they're impossible parlays the vast majority of the
That's
time.
how the football pool with the fucking Laotian cats were. You could bet high or low on the teams winning, or you could bet the team winning, the high low of the game, and there was something else, and it was like a point spread, right? But you only had to pay $20. But you had to pick at least 7 things, you know what I mean? Either 7 teams to win. You
and
can
if all 7 win, then you get $100 or whatever. Otherwise, we keep it at $20.
You got 7 times the amount you put in. So that was the lowest bet.
So you could put in $1 and win 7.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let you bet less than 20.
Yes.
Okay, so you get $140 back on a $20 bet if all 7 games you predicted.
If all 7 things you got
out of
down
all,
one.
like what, 13 for the week or something like that?
Yeah, but you got 13 games, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 different ways you can bet on it. You know what I mean? To make a combine or some shit. I shit you not. One time I bet 20 and I ended up winning 1,400, and I was like,
that's how they get you. Hooks in.
Bruh.
They had you, dog.
Having that motherfucker come in there with the envelope, walk up to you, hand you your envelope, and then hand you another sheet saying, do you want to play this week? Yeah, motherfucker, I'm playing this week. We're going to run this shit back.
That is an addiction problem right there.
Bro, that shit was
waiting to happen, dog.
Working at nights, not shit to do. That's all we did was get fucked up and gamble. We had this one dude's house we would go to just because it was set up for us to gamble. Like, he had a roulette table, he had the craps table, he had the darts, he had the fucking poker table. I mean, everything you could think you could bet on, like any game. 21. It got so bad at one point, man, we was betting on push-ups. Like, we was just fucked up doing push-ups. Who could do the most push-ups for money?
That's what's called a gambling addiction.
Yeah, I had that. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I know my limits now. You know, and shit.
Yeah, you
That's
took it
why
right out there on that threshold.
When I go to,
you were literally like, I'll bet you, Tony can't do more than 14 push-ups. And somebody else is like, fuck that, man. Tony got 15 in him.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. And they're like, nah, Tony, come over here. Tony,
and that's what we.
Tony's
that's
like,
how
what?
it was.
And they're like, can you do 15 push-ups? And he's like, yeah, I can do 15 push-ups.
Bro, we was betting on checkers and chess.
I need $20 to do 15 push-ups, pussy. They're like, oh shit, it's on.
Yep.
And then they're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
And Tony gets to 12, and you're like, give me my money.
Because you can only do certain shit for so long, you know, once darts get to going.
Especially once you started drinking.
Oh, man.
You get some drunk motherfucker and start trying to do 15 push-ups.
High as hell, drunk as shit on a Tuesday, or actually, it'd be a Wednesday morning is what it was, because we get off work at like 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night, 12 o'clock on a Tuesday night, and we be fucked up doing this shit till like 4 or 5 Wednesday morning, go to sleep, get up at fucking 3 in the afternoon and go back into work. to do all this shit all over again. We had fun times back before fucking US Foods really went all corporate on a motherfucker.
Well, that's like...
Well, that was Atlantic, then it went to corporate to US Foods, that
That's
bullshit.
like a lot of the times restaurant life can be like that. People are just getting fucked up.
Yeah, it was good times though, man. We had fun. Then when US Foods bought
Kill
it
your
out,
pockets though, man. I knew people that would make like $80 in a night and they'd blow
But that's
60 at
just
the
it.
bar next door.
we were making stupid dumb money where we worked at, man. The money was ridiculous how much we were getting paid. Even now it's a ridiculous amount of money if you worked at Nights Air. Like, but the thing is they gotta do more work than what we had to do when we first started. When the cats that are there now, the shit that they gotta do, man.
They're
just to
making
make-
good money, but they're doing twice as much work as you did.
Oh man, they're doing
not-
beyond twice as
not
much
much
work.
more money.
Exactly. When
Yeah.
you balance it out, like man, I'm fresh out of high school making fucking over $2,000 every 2 weeks, easy on a check, and that was just regular fucking time. You know what I mean? Add the overtime we get in, fuck man, we was killing these motherfuckers in the money game. We had that shit to blow.
Yeah, the boss was probably the one sending in the fucking bookie. You know what I mean?
They didn't care because they were betting
Paying them
too.
good. We're paying them good. You know?
They were betting too. That's what everybody knew.
You know the house is killing y'all
Fucking
in the long run.
Tuesday, because everything was settled after fucking Monday night's game. So Tuesday, when you come into work, because Tuesday was our light night, the motherfucker would walk in. Everybody knew who he was. All right, bet we know who he's going to get there, give him their money, and he's gonna ask everybody what's the bets, and here you go, and then he go on about his business.
He'd leave and go somewhere else and collect a
Yeah.
payout. But he'd already collected, right? So he'd take your money when you were betting.
Yeah, that's fucking good shit, man. The Laotian hookup, boy. My Lao.
These are the
my
reasons,
Laotian
though.
cats.
These are the reasons why things should be legal and not illegal. Because your Laotian dude, he might be like, "Yeah, Mike, you can bet $2,000," and then he shows up one day at your house and is like, "Yeah, you bet 2,000, you lost. I need that 2,000," and you're like, "Well, I don't have it." And then he's like, three of his buddies come in, they cut your thumb off. You
Some
know what I
shit,
mean?
yeah.
You're like, how am I supposed to make money with 9 fingers?
But bruh, I'm telling you, the shit was always fun. It was always something going on, man. We had a
They
good
bring in
time.
loppers, and they have to bring in bigger loppers because they can't work with
they
your
actually
fingers.
they gotta bring in the motherfucking shit that he trimmed the bushes with.
Like normally
That
I
big
chop
ass
somebody's
motherfucker.
fingers off with just these little ones, but I gotta get a big one out for this motherfucker.
Ah. Good times back in the day.
Yeah.
Shit ain't like it was, man.
Now it's on your phone. Now that you got the same addiction, he's on his phone doing it.
Yeah.
Like they're like,
Oh, man,
bling.
if
You
this
probably,
shit
you
was-
probably got notifications.
if
You got
that shit
notifications
was on
on for
the
that shit,
phone-
don't you? You got the notifications on, don't you?
No.
Back when I was 18 and shit like that, if we had that shit on the front, man, fuck. I would have been one of them stories that you hear about. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah, like he
fucking-
took out a credit card
yeah, some
and
shit like
wasted
that.
$6,000 at the whatever it is, Fantasy Duel.
Yeah. It's like, man, fuck. I'm glad they didn't have these apps.
Yeah. I don't know, man. None of it's that appealing. I've never liked gambling that much. Even when I was in Vegas, walking around the real deal, looking at real
There is
casinos
some
and shit.
fun to it.
It
You
was
know
like,
what I mean?
eh.
Like, I don't see the appeal with
I'd have to
slot
have,
machines.
I'd have to have Dana White money to be out there doing gambling like Dana White does it.
Ah.
Show up and bet like $10,000 a hand at poker.
See, I don't think
Some
even
or
with Dana White
blackjack.
money, I don't think I could do that. That would
I
hurt
think he does
me.
blackjack. I think I've heard about him doing blackjack for like
But that shit,
Big
would, I couldn't do that. If I had that kind of
going
money,
to a casino and being down 300,000 and then leaving up 900,000.
yeah, I couldn't go in there knowing that I'm wasting that amount of money.
There's no way I could do it without having that kind of money.
Yeah.
I would have to have that kind of money, like where I'm like, I could lose $1 million this weekend. It don't matter. I'll go
Now,
back
if
next
I
weekend and
could
make
say
it.
that, yeah, that'd be nice, but
I'd be down there like Mike, roll the dice.
yeah,
Roll the
but I
dice,
don't know.
Mike.
I don't know if I could. Like, man, when I went to go to, me and my homie went to MGM when it first opened up, and they had the poker tables, like the serious poker tournament tables. Man, these motherfuckers had the noise canceling headphones, the dark glasses. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
These motherfuckers was serious about this shit, and they're like, that's the high stake tables right there. And I'm watching these cats, and I'm just looking, and I'm like, God damn, I'm seeing how much the pot is and what these motherfuckers are throwing down. I'm like, only one of y'all's gonna win. You know, at the end of this shit, only one's gonna win.
Sometimes you might split a pot, but that's very
Yeah,
rare.
but I mean, but I'm just like, God damn, there's no way I'm sitting here because they were there. Like me and my homie, we got there. We was there for a couple of hours.
I think that's the only way I could do it if I was going to get a gambling addiction. I'd be playing poker.
Yeah,
Like for 20,
that'd be the only
20
thing I
hours.
could that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because fucking, you could get your money back technically if you're good at the bluff. You know what I mean? Because if you
know
can
your
fake
odds
out,
and you're good at the bluff.
Exactly. You can fake out a person. You know your hands.
You just learn to not have a bunch of tells. If you're not like, oh, I guess I'm bluffing.
Yeah, you gotta be stone faced with
Oh,
shit. You
look, I'm
can't have no
bluffing again.
movements. You know, a little sweat
Or
bead
you're,
come
or you're
down.
entirely animated the whole time. Like a
And that could be a
madman.
whole nother
Like
thing.
a madman.
You could be like the Jew over here
When
at the
he's
poker
fired
table.
up,
Yeah,
that'd be
and
amazing.
And they're like, "What the fuck's going on with this guy here? You goddamn motherfucker! That's the I need the river card. The fuck are you doing?"
You know what I would like to do if I had that kind of money? I would go in and I'd have like an earpiece in. I'd be having a conversation about my multiple businesses worldwide. You know what I mean? Because I got the kind of money to
Oh,
do
just
a
talking shit on that
$10,000
motherfucker.
poker hand, and I'm down there like, well, what did he say then? Well, tell him I said if he doesn't want it the job, you know, we'll take our money back and we'll find somebody else to do the job. It's the way things get done.
What do you mean you lost the shipment? All right, fuck it then, man. Have Ronald go pick that shit up.
You remember the guy I know from Laos with the thumb clipper thing?
Yeah,
Send
the
him out-
loppers.
Send him out there with his
Yeah.
loppers. I need the Loatians to go take care of this guy for me. Yeah, no, I'm checking.
Yeah, don't worry
Like,
about
take
it.
care of the Loation for me. Get the Loations to handle this shit.
We ain't gonna be at this table that much longer,
Yeah.
man. I'm about to clean up.
No
out
worries,
here.
I got this.
Yeah.
Full house, king high.
Yeah, fuck
Have a nice day.
Cause see, look, that's the shit like how the Jew
Now that I've
did
cleared $187,000 off this table.
on Grand Theft Auto. How he said he goes to the roulette table in Grand Theft Auto. I was playing the fuck out of poker in fuck, what's that goddamn game? With Red Dead?
Yeah, Red Dead Poker.
Dead,
Dude,
yeah.
I played a lot
I
of poker in
played
Red
the
Dead.
fuck out of some poker.
Well,
some
you
Red
had
Dead.
to some of that was story mode. Yeah, I know you had to do the dice and shit at some point in time.
You had to do all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
like the 5-finger fillets and all that.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
stupid-
well, that was the
stupid
knife
shit.
joint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they do in Aliens.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, the 5-finger joint. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't get into it on the game. It was hard.
Man, I'm so ready for Grand Theft, but like I'm terrified of it at the same time. Like I could barely play Red Dead 2 before I was like, all right, this is too much. I can't
See,
do
I
this.
haven't even played Red Dead.
I couldn't maintain.
Because I heard it was so good, but
Yeah.
motherfuckers like you get sucked into that bitch.
That's why I was like, I put it down. I was like, whoa. You know, I was at the edge of the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? And I was looking
About to go
around,
into it.
and I was like, man, I can get out of this now if I get out of this now. But if I go in,
Yeah, it'll get you.
this is gonna be 1,000 hours of playing time.
Because I played the game till I
Red
beat
Dead
it,
2,
you know?
nah, dude, that shit, bro. Psh. It took me 10 years to beat the first version.
'Cause
Red
that-
Dead Redemption took me 10 years on PlayStation 3 because I would always play it and I'd just start doing random shit. I wouldn't even be doing
Yeah, go
missions.
get felts and all that
And
shit.
then I would
Bears.
stumble upon a mission and do a mission, and then
Yeah.
I would keep doing dumbass shit until I'd stumble upon a mission. Like I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing, and I
did
just
that.
kept stumbling around, and eventually I ended up in Mexico in a drawdown.
After
you know
I
what I
did
mean?
that shit in Grand Theft Auto, I beat Grand Theft Auto, then I just went back in and was just riding around and finding random shit people would talk to. Or
I
whatever.
barely, I don't think I've beaten 5. Maybe I have. I don't know. But
Yeah.
like, all I ever do in 5 is just fucking havoc all the time.
Yeah.
Mayhem. Constantly just running around, shooting, throwing things, blowing stuff up,
Yeah.
stealing cars, getting in fights with cops, trying to elude them. You know what I mean? I like to get up to 5 stars and try to lose them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that kind of shit.
See, once I beat the game, I was like, well, fuck, let me see what else is in this game. You know what I mean? Like, I did that with Red Dead. I ended up beating that motherfucker.
Dude,
then
I
I
saw
went
some-
back into it and fucking just
I saw
fuck
some
around with
leak
it.
about Grand Theft Auto 6 was talking about 67% of the buildings are iterable.
Yeah.
Go into 67%.
And that's
of the
just
buildings.
fucking crazy. If that's just in regular game without having to be online, that's gonna be wild.
I don't want to be online. I don't want.
Online
I don't
would
want
be
to
too
do that.
much.
I don't want it. Mm-mm.
Online, because I never played it online. I don't even know what it's like online. I just see the
Same.
shit.
Same
They've
shit.
got new missions that they upload to online
Yeah, a couple,
stuff.
but same shit basically.
But I think it's like you co-op stuff more often.
Yeah.
I play everything by myself. I play online. I bought online only, no story mode.
Oh,
And,
you turn it down to no other people. that
yeah,
you're
I play
involved with.
closed session.
Closed loop.
So what's that mean?
That means with my friends, and I ain't got no friends on there, so that means I don't play with nobody.
So it's just you just driving around that
just me playing the
motherfucker.
game instead of having some dumbass motherfuckers just having a flying car that all of a sudden just run you over and take your money and then
Yeah.
you got
So
all over.
it's okay. So if you get the joint, say online, then you open it up, and me and him got the same joint, we could join you wherever
Well,
you're
we
at.
could
or-
cross paths if we were both
Yeah,
playing at the
you could
same
do a
time.
closed-
okay.
Without even,
session,
like,
yeah.
if we weren't, like, talking. And,
Mason definitely because he's got PlayStation.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, we did it before once, but there were other people in there, too. When I stole the dude's car and was screaming at him how nice his car was and in my Jamaican accent, I was like, this is a real nice car, boy.
So okay,
I was just ripping around.
but so what is just y'all two in there? Is it like you got the computer playing, like the NPCs are there?
You can do missions and shit like normal, I
You can
guess.
still do everything else. You can still
Yeah.
do everything. The only
It's
difference
just-
You
is
just don't have to deal with other people coming
the
and
only
fucking your
difference
shit
is
up.
Gotcha.
you don't basically
Okay.
unless you want them to like
Because I thought you can go online. That was just it. You're just in this motherfucking shit with all these other people.
That's what I
in
thought it
general,
was,
yeah.
too.
But you can seclude yourself
I've been told you
to
can make
a closed
Yeah.
session. You can even do a friends only session. So.
Okay, yeah. Cause see, that's what I thought. That's why I never did online. Cause I'm like, man, I don't want to play with all these other
it.
fucking
That's
people.
something I had heard about long after I had become like completely annoyed with the online games. But
Yeah.
like, it's part of it is you want to play against online people, but like people suck and they just get on and walk
Not
away
with
from their
Grand, yeah,
controller. or
not with
some
Grand
shit.
Theft, not so much. I mean, there's only certain missions where you really need another motherfucker to help you. You know what I mean? Like survival mode when you're trying to take out a million fucking chinks. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might need another guy.
Motherfucker
When
here.
you got 40 motherfuckers running at you, you can't but shoot but so many of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So it would be nice to have another motherfucker.
I was watching something about there's a
But-
new James Bond game coming out.
Missions suck with
Looks
other
like it's
people.
gonna be cool.
Cause like you said, you have a guy just fly. He'll just like
Yeah, they
he'll
just
be
show
in the,
up.
He'll be in the damn Back to the Future whip, just doing circles, fucking 87 feet up in the air, and you be riding with him,
Hitting you with rocket launchers or
or
something.
that, or you're just flying around with this guy just doing circles because this motherfucker just has 20 minutes to fuck off for this mission.
I've seen videos online where people like make characters that look like Batman or whatever, and then do crazy shit with them and fuck with people that are trying to kill them. And Batman miss like missiles and rockets and shit.
yeah,
like,
yeah, they got because I mean some of those people
they
are
just
like
cartwheel out of the way like a rocket.
1000s and shit, like they're fucking.
Yeah, their abilities
Their
online
ranks,
are
like
absurd.
a 1,000, bro. And I'm like, how you get that high? Ben's like, those aren't like real people. You don't really get that high. Like 400 or 500 is like a real good person, but like after that, it's like a half bot AI.
Right,
Will
it has
Smith
to be,
motherfucker, just tearing up the game.
It's Will
or some
Smith.
dude that just dropped fucking $8,000
To get
to
whatever.
get every goddamn
See, that's the thing.
achievement that he needed. You
That's
know?
the other part of shit. Like, man, here's my thing with a lot of games now because I really wish they would go back to old school where when you play the game and you beat the game or something like that, or you beat like a fighting joint, you unlock a character so you ain't gotta buy these motherfuckers.
That's how Madden 03 was. You could do a bunch of skill contests
Yeah.
and shit, and you would unlock
Yeah.
special players and special cards and abilities and things.
That shit right there, man.
And once you did
fuck.
everything and it unlocked everybody, you could have amazing 4-team fantasy draft tournaments where you'd have 3 different teams
Yeah.
essentially, or like, well, technically 4 different teams, but like me and the homie Brennan did that for like a straight year on Madden 03. But
like
we
Tekken
played
and fucking
tournaments with like
Marvel
the best players.
Conquer, man, that was my shit, man. Like you beat the game with different characters to unlock other fucking
Like
characters.
GoldenEye, bro. You had the
Yeah,
same shit. You
yeah.
unlocked all kinds of stuff. Once you beat it on a certain level, a new
Yeah.
level of difficulty appeared and all that
Yep.
shit. Like, yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
Cause now you just get the game and then you gotta buy all that other shit. Like
Yeah.
I got.
Or you just gotta play fucking
Back
forever.
You
when
could,
I got.
you could earn it in No Mercy, like WWF No Mercy on the 64. You could earn all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff just for playing the game.
Like back when I bought that fucking Xbox I got that I don't fuck with no more. Fucking I got Mortal Kombat and I'm like, bet it said something about like the Ninja Turtle. You can get like the Ninja Turtles and Chase and all. I'm like, oh cool, that's what's up. So I'm playing the fuck out this game. I played with every character, beating this shit, thinking like, all right,
You're gonna earn it.
I'm gonna unlock somebody.
Nah.
I beat the whole fucking shit with
And
all
then,
these
like, if you want the
motherfuckers.
Turtles character, that'll be $5.
Yeah, they're like, you gotta buy this package that comes with the Turtle and Jason and all these other motherfuckers. I'm like, why do I want to spend money on a character when if it's
For a
already
game
in the
you
game?
already got and you
like,
already beat.
what the fuck? Just give me the character. I've beaten the goddamn game. I'm like, this is that
Nah,
bullshit.
man. Can't knock the hustle, man.
That's how I was telling my son when he first started playing games and shit. He's like, Dad, can I get money? I said, for what? Because I want to get this. I said, no. Why do you want to spend real money on some fake money that doesn't do shit?
Nah, dude, that's why I'd have them playing old games. I'd be like, dog, here you go.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis, baby.
See that?
Every
the
motherfucking
thing
game.
you got that I got the Nintendo shit. I want to get the joint that has the Sega shit. Cause man, I miss some Sega games, man.
The little thing that has like 55
There are all
games
these
in it or
games that
whatever.
are loaded up in it. Yeah,
The
man.
mini, the
You
Sega
probably
Genesis
just
mini.
buy like
Those things are like $50 or,
Yeah, or that, or
70
you
bucks
can
or
just-
something on like Amazon.
Now I want the joint that had the controller that got like thousands and thousands of games on, man. Like the
Oh,
old,
yeah, like the one you,
PlayStations
the
and-
one you got.
for
They
Nintendo,
don't have
right?
one of that for Sega.
Oh, they got it for Sega and
Yeah.
I want the one that's for Sega.
They got all the
Sega,
games.
PlayStation, and Xbox. I want that shit to have all that shit on there, man. Cause fucking, I was looking at cause I was watching Twisted Metal, and I was like, man, I remember playing the fuck out of some Twisted Metal, and I was trying to explain to my son what Twisted Metal was.
I don't think these kids could deal with that. I don't like a lot of those games. When
And
I get
he
back
was
into
like-
it. They're so lo-fi.
Yeah, but still, the nostalgia for me is like, man, fucking just playing the
You know,
fuck out
it's
the
like,
game to blow some shit
have
up,
have you tried to play like Grand Theft Auto 3?
bruh.
You know what I'm saying, on PS2?
Man, when
And
you
you're
ever had
like,
to work
dog.
out in the gym with that motherfucker?
Which one is that?
That's
San
I'm talking-
Andreas.
not even that one. I'm
Are you
talking,
talking about the old school one?
Trace, the
where you had the
OG one.
fucking the helicopter view of everything.
No, it wasn't
No,
always the
that's the
helicopter
first one.
view. That was like original
That
Grand
was,
Theft
I
I'm
remember
talking
playing that on a computer.
Grand Theft Auto 3 came out on PlayStation 2, and it was like that launch game with them. And then they came with the Vice Cities
The
and the
one
San
where you couldn't
Andreas.
go across the bridge.
That's right.
Yeah,
Until you earned
yeah.
across the bridge
Yep,
or whatever.
yeah, I remember
But,
that.
You know, you get on a bike or something and ride, and there'd be nothing.
Yeah.
And then there'd be like a person standing there smoking a cigarette. And then you'd ride, and there'd be two people standing at the bus stop. But
Yeah.
like now you get in that motherfucker, and there's like
You got a whole
birds
city.
flying around and flies buzzing past your ear and shit. Like there's exactly a whole city. There's buses driving by. There's cars everywhere. Like it's super active. Back in the day, the old games, there's not much to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But still, I want to just fucking play some of the old games I like. You know what I mean?
You're on full-on nostalgia kick, Mike.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Like watch all of Oz,
Yo,
all the Wire.
this nostalgia kick I've been on, man, it's been fucking great since fucking North Carolina, bro. I'm telling you. I'm enjoying that shit, man. I'm like, fuck yeah, fuck all this new shit. I don't need none of the new stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm entertained right here.
I've been
Yeah.
watching a little bit of that Oz.
Oh, you finally got into it? All right.
A lot of gay shit going on in there. Of
It's
course.
jail.
Well, yeah, it's jail. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't seen shit yet.
Nah, I think I'm only on maybe episode 6,
Yeah,
maybe
it goes,
something like
it
that.
gets
7,
deep with some
maybe.
motherfucking man loving
Yeah,
up in
the
that
gay
bitch.
gets pretty gay at a couple points.
You'll see a lot of dicks at one joint. There's a whole scene where just a bunch of dicks just walking around in that motherfucker.
God damn it. I figured that. I was just waiting. I was surprised I already went to like episode 6 and I ain't seen no one's dick yet. I'm like, alright, well that's good. That's a plus.
Yeah, 'cause they just throw the dicks right in your face.
Well, yeah, I mean, they fuck, you know.
You might have just missed them. I feel like
Yeah, he
I feel like
guaranteed-
you
he
did miss
guaranteed
them.
it because
I
there was
guess
a dick in
maybe,
the first
I guess
episode.
maybe when the,
When they lock O'Reilly in the fucking cage, he goes in naked. Everybody goes in
Everybody
a
goes in
box
naked.
naked. That's like where most of the nakedness is. It's when you
I
get
remember
put in the hole.
I remember the one scene when the dudes beat the brakes off to one dude in the shower. I don't know if they showed his dick. When the Dino, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't think you saw his dick. Somebody was trying to flirt with him in the shower and he beat the shit out of him.
beat the brakes
in the
off.
first
Killed the
episode.
motherfucker in like the first or second episode or some shit like that. Yeah. But I don't ever remember any of that. Anything other than.
Good for you.
Penis
He's
built out.
clearly
There you go.
mentally blocking out the dicks.
So.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, with
There
that
was a dick
said,
there, but he didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe.
where the dicks that floated by and I didn't even see him. What do you know?
Well, Lisa never said penis. So I guess maybe.
Yo, you waiting for her to say it?
Yeah, well, I didn't know. I mean, maybe she would say it, you know what I mean? Like, man, penis, you know what I mean? I'm not obvious. I'm not going to go, you know, penis. There's another guy's dick bigger than mine. There you go, girl. They got a girl. I don't need to be that guy. You know? Find that out on their own, you know what I mean?
She goes, there's another dude's dick bigger than mine.
Hey, go another one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of Foolishness to a close.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to thank you for listening. I'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell your peoples, don't bogart this bitch.
Yeah.
Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done because that's how they're going to get done.
We believe in you.
And don't forget, we love you
Love
very,
y'all.
very much. Peace be with you.
Gone.
Spending all my time in your dad's garage, just jacking off. To while you're throwing away pictures of Asherah.